Workshop KCK is a group of architecture students at the University of Kansas. We've dedicated a semester to complete design projects that we hope will strengthen Jersey Creek Park and areas surrounding it. The following is the background on the thought process that has spawned many of the projects we propose as opportunities to strengthen the heart of KCK. As students at KU, we think of the greater Kansas City area as a part of our stomping grounds. Many of us grew up in the area and call it home, but even with this proximity, prior to this semester, few of us have any familiarity or experience with eastern Wyandotte County. Our time working at KU with Dot Agency on 6th Street in Wyandotte has exposed us to the important history, cultural richness, and passionate and resourceful residents of the county. Unfortunately, we've also learned of a damaging social, political, and economic past that has incubated massive inequity in health outcomes and life expectancy in the county. We have studied a report produced by the Kirwan Institute at Ohio State University. This report is known as the Health Equity Action Transformation Report, or simply the HEAT Report. You can find the HEAT report at wearewyandotte.com. This report points to the substantial inequity in health outcomes for Wyandotte County residents living in the zip codes of 66101, 102, and 104, as compared to residents in neighboring zip codes. In some cases, this inequity manifests itself in life expectancy, showing differences as high as 20 years from one zip code to the next. Coupled what we've learned from the HEAT report with guidance received from eastern Wyandotte County residents. This has led us to explore the historic Northeast in search of opportunities to reverse the current trend of negative health outcomes. The historic Northeast is an area of great history and culture. It is uniquely positioned by rivers and downtown areas. It's adorned with an urban grid and a network of city parks and schools. Studies show a definitive link between access to green space and increased life expectancy. Through input from community members and other guides, we've chosen to focus on an area in the heart of the historic Northeast. The area surrounding Jersey Creek Park is rich in access to green space, albeit underdeveloped and somewhat empty after years of neglect and poor planning. We believe if we can improve amenities in and around Jersey Creek Park and access to the park, we can positively affect quality of life in the area. When analyzing the sections of neighborhoods within walking distance of the park, or half a mile, we made a few informative discoveries. We discovered there's a sizable existing network of green spaces and parks. Unfortunately, we also discovered that pedestrian access to the parks and other services is severely limited by non-existent sidewalks or sidewalks in such disrepair that they are unusable. Safe pedestrian pathways are doubly important for children, elderly, and those without cars. Not coincidentally, there's a disproportionate concentration of at-risk youth and elderly without access to a car in these areas. Another environmental influence on the neighborhood is the high instance of vacancy. Lots left empty as the homes on them lay vacant and fall victim to blight. There is a healthy presence of schools, including the notorious Sumner Academy. And, like many neighborhoods in the Northeast, there is a strong network of churches. The neighborhoods north and south of the park are connected to each other by a series of crosswalks along Parallel Parkway. When we focused on neighborhoods with less vacancy but higher levels of absent sidewalks, it led our focus to Organization for Community Preservation neighborhood, adjacent to Jersey Creek Park. The OCP neighborhood is located between 13th and 18th Avenue, between Quindaro and Parallel Parkway. Closer analysis of OCP reveals where land bank and municipally owned properties are located. Many of the ideas you will see coming from us, Workshop KCK, have been shaped, in part, by the data presented here. However, data only tells part of the story. The most powerful information we have gathered has come through personal conversations with impassioned citizens of Wyandotte County, and to them we are grateful.